Welcome to BigSeller System. In this video, we'll guide you through the process of integrating your SQL accounting software with BigSeller. This integration allows you to seamlessly create sales invoices, customer payment slip, purchase invoice, and supplier payment slip, ensuring accurate tax reporting and inventory management. Let's get started. Step 1. Access the Authorization Center. Go to Settings. Click Authorization Center. Then select Other Authorization. Choose Accounting Software. Click on the Add Company button to begin the authorization process. Fill in the information. Company name, the name of your company as registered in SQL Accounting. User and password is SQL username and login password. So how to find the database name and DCF path? Let's go to SQL page. First, open your SQL accounting software. You can find company name, username info here. Click Setting, then you will get a pop-out window. Here you can find database info. This is database name. Copy and then fill in BigSeller authorization page. Next, find the DCF path. DCF path is the place to save the invoice and payment slips in the computer. Copy it and paste to BigSeller authorization page. Then click Submit. Once you've submitted the authorization form, BigSeller will establish a connection with your SQL accounting software. Step 2. Map the information between BigSeller and SQL accounting. First up, let's map your SKU. Go to the Mapping SKU section. Here, you can either select multiple SKU and click Mapping, or locate a specific SKU and use single mapping. Remember, you need to install the Finance plugin when you are doing mapping or creating invoice or payment slips. This is the Finance plugin, is to save the record of your SQL operation. After install, you can map the merchant SKU with the item in your SQL accounting. Remember, if the SKU name and the item code in SQL are the same, they'll auto-map together. If the SKU name doesn't exist in SQL, BigSeller will create a new item code and map it for you. For every products in SQL, we'll have a specific item code, and we need to map the item with BigSeller Merchant SKU. Next, let's map your stores. Go to Store Mapping, click Add Mapping, and choose your store. Then, fill in the customer code and click Submit. Only shops from Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok Shop can be selected. One shop can be mapped to one customer code. You can find the customer code in SQL Customer, Maintain Customer. Every customer represents the shop in Seller Center. Just copy the code and paste to BigSeller Mapping. Thirdly, let's map your warehouses. Go to Warehouse Mapping, click Add Mapping, and then Add. Choose your warehouse and fill in the warehouse code. You can find the warehouse code in SQL, Stock, Maintain Location. The same, copy and paste. If you don't have a warehouse in SQL, you can skip this step. But if you need purchase invoice and supplier payment, this is required. Fourth, let's move on to mapping suppliers. Go to Supplier Mapping, click Add Mapping, choose your supplier, and fill in the supplier code. Then, click Submit. You can find Supply It code in SQL, Supplier, Maintain Supplier. Next, let's map your fees. If you want to sync sales or purchase invoices from BigSeller to your SQL account, you'll need to complete the sales invoice fees settings or purchase invoice fee settings. You can find the fee item code in SQL, Stock, Maintain Stock Item. If you don't have the item code, you can manual create. Lastly, payment methods. If you need customer payment slips, you'll need to complete the payment method mapping first. Add payment method mapping and fill in the details. You can find the info in SQL, GL, Maintain Account. Okay, so here's the way to create mapping. Once you've finished, then you can create sales invoice and other slips. Remember, if you click Move to create successfully, then the invoice will not be created. In the future, if you need the invoice, you can only go back to SQL system to manual create. Currently, BigSeller support creating the sales invoice of Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok shop orders. Once you create successful, you can find the invoice in SQL accounting. Also, a purchase order can only be used to create an invoice once, so double-check your selections before proceeding. If you have any further questions, please click Chat with us in the lower right corner to contact our customer service for assistance. Don't forget, we offer free training and demo sessions exclusively for our BigSeller users. Drop your training request, share your info, and let us know what you want to learn. Our customer service will reach out to you promptly. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more upgrades and features in BigSeller. See you in the next one.